Hello and welcome back to your own channel Indian Defense Analysis, where we bring to you all the latest development happening in the defense sector.
Recently, the Prime Minister Narendra Modi had formally handed over Advanced Electronic Warfare Suite for naval ships to Indian Navy at a ceremony in Jhansi on 19th November. The ceremony is testimony of Indian capability and experience to build electronic warfare suites. Interestingly, Israel Aerospace Industries (IAI) has also showcased its latest EW system named Scorpius Systems and demonstrated to Indian Navy and Air Force. IAI claims that Scorpius is world's first EW system to detect and disrupt multiple threats simultaneously. As per IAI, Scorpius has capabilities that will revolutionize electronic warfare. Unlike previous systems, which are inherently limited, the Scorpius uses active electronically scanned array AESA technology to scan the entire sky and can send narrow targeted beams at any wavelength, any frequency, any direction against specific targets without interfering with anybody else that disrupt enemy electronic sensors, data communication, navigation, and radar. While prior EW systems can neutralize specific targets or perhaps a couple of targets, the Scorpius can take out anything in the sky and engage multiple targets simultaneously. It is the first system that can really detect anything in the sky and address multiple targets in different directions and different frequencies simultaneously. The system can target a range of threats including UAVs, ships, missiles, communication links, low probability of interception radar, and more. The Scorpius effectively disrupts the operation of their electromagnetic systems, including radar and electronic sensors, navigation, and data communication. The heart of Scorpius technology is its receiver sensitivity and transmission power, far exceeding those of legacy electronic warfare systems. This allows Scorpius to detect multiple threats of different kinds simultaneously from dramatically increased distances and to address each threat with a customized response. However, detection range of system is kept classified. The Scorpius EW system comes with four variants. They are Scorpius G, Scorpius N, Scorpius SP, and Scorpius T. Scorpius G is a ground-based EW system designed to detect and disrupt ground and airborne threats. Scorpius G is a mobile system and can be quickly deployed. It represents a new category of air defense with soft kill air defense, which creates an electronic dome of protection above a wide geographic sector to neutralize a broad range of modern threats. Scorpius N Naval is an EW system dedicated to defend ships against advanced threats in blue waters, including over the horizon anti ship cruise missiles, unmanned combat air vehicles, and airborne imaging radars. Scorpius' extremely high range provides early detection and targeting of threats, which is essential for effective protection in naval domain. Scorpius SP, a self-protection pod, is designed for combat aircrafts, and the Scorpius SJ, a standoff jammer, disrupts the enemy aerial and ground-based electromagnetic operations across a vast sector. Scorpius T, or training, unveiled last month, provide EW training for pilots. Scorpius T can emulate a variety of modern air defense systems simultaneously from a single platform. Its advanced emulation capabilities support training for fifth generation fighter aircraft. Scorpius T made its debut during the International Air Show exercise Blue Flag 2021. Scorpius EW system is different from Shakti EW suite, which is indigenously developed. Shakti EW suite can only be installed on warships or frigates. At present, there are no land version or vehicle mounted version of Shakti EW suite. At the same time, Scorpius G can be mounted on 6x6 vehicle or onboard warships or frigate planes. However, India has much effective and proven Samyukta electronic warfare system. Scorpius also has a pod version for fighter jet, but DRDO has already developed indigenous high-band jammer (HBJ) and working on advanced version of its advanced self-protection jammer ASPJ, which will feature gallium nitride-based solid-state active electronically scanned array jammer transmitters along with digital radio frequency memory. In summary, we don't need to import these components from foreign countries as DRDO's lab has developed almost all of these systems.
This was today's update. Please let us know what is your views about these in comment section. Feel free to post your comments and suggestions about any topic related to defense sector on which you want to hear from us. With this, I would like to say goodbye and Jai Hind friends. Please like and subscribe our video if you have not done already. We will be soon back with more interesting and amazing development happening in defense sector.